Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another evening here on the AU Esports Twitch channel. I will be your host this evening, as per usual, Noah Bowers. And tonight, we are back here on Marvel Rivals in our NECC matchup versus a familiar opponent who we've played before in the Peach Bowl Conference and some of our other titles, Valorant, League of Legends in the past. That is going to be the Moccasins down at Florida Southern College. I'm excited for this one. Should be good. Marvel Rivals have been having a very exciting season so far. So without further ado, let's get right into game one. No delays here. All right. So, to start things off here on game one, Augusta University will be on red side, Team A. Florida Southern will be on Team B. Let's take a look at the bans. Gambit, going to be the first ban coming in for the Jaguars. The AU does not want to have to deal with their Jaguar, which is very interesting. Or with their Gambit, excuse me. And they're going to protect Winter Soldier, so one of the best damage dealers we've had so far here in the current meta. But the new one, Elsa Bloodstone, I think is her name, was very, very disruptive. And that was actually protected by Florida Southern. They banned Moon Knight and they banned Magneto, one of our primary tanks. We played that almost exclusively last week. Hawkeye ban from Augusta University. That's interesting. That could be a very disruptive damage dealer as well. They're going to protect Phoenix and ban Cloak and Dagger for the support side of things. Another protection of Groot for Florida Southern. That's a tank that we know and love here at AU. Skyjet Pink is very effective at using Groot's tree walls to manipulate the battlefield and force the enemy to move exactly where he wants to. Where's Nate? I only came here for Nate. You know, Nate hasn't really been tuned in too much this semester. I think he's a little bit busier with classes and the League of Legends team. So he hasn't been on, at least not on the Marvel Rivals streams as much. So here we go. Mr. Crosshair himself, I think, is who we'll start with. Tito Berry, the one and only. Champagne will be playing Luna Snow. Tito will be on the Doctor Strange. Thunder on Squirrel Girl. Mammon on Emma Frost. Skyjet Pink to start on Iron Man. And a Comic back on Invisible Woman. Nothing too out of the ordinary. This is a pretty default comp here on game one. Hell's Heaven Domination. This is a best of 5 series. Let's actually hop on board with Skyjet Pink here. For those who are unaware, we were speaking of Nate on the League of Legends roster. Skyjet Pink is currently the only dual esport athlete we have this semester. He is competing on the League of Legends roster and the Marvel Rivals roster. So he'll be traveling to Marietta here in a couple weeks to represent Augusta University in the Kennesaw State Peach Bowl Conference Championship round. So that would be really exciting. And can we get this Groot? They do. They're able to yoink the tank away from the support characters and deal enough damage. That's a great initiation of the team fight here. Oh, Skyjet Pink putting in a lot of damage. Gets his second here of the match. That is 3 unanswered deaths here for Augusta University. And they're going to use this to take up a lot more map space. They get Loki very weak there from their spawn. And progress will be tied here for the moment, but we will have a lead change here for Augusta University. I just don't know how you see anything with this. I really don't. Good splash damage there from Iron Man. Is a really good angle. Just playing this wall, using the third-person camera coverage to get the peeker's advantage there. Ooh, they highlighted. Thunder is actually going to get a double kill there on Squirrel Girl. He's getting great damage. Bank shots coming in as well. And he is accurate. Good ability. Now we're just playing, keep away. Focusing on these choke points. Locking down all the points of entry. Keeping track of the number of players. Who's alive. Ult charges. Augusta University just wanted to control the battlefield for as long as possible. Skyjet Pink sniffs one out on the flank. Looks like should be able to take care of it. Here comes the Emma Frost and Luna Snow ultimate being invested. Invisible Woman ultimate will come in as well. So both supports just trying to keep their players alive. Skyjet Pink drops the Iron Man ultimate. It does a lot of damage. It hasn't resulted in a kill yet, and he's going to get picked out for it. Just playing out in the open, just trying to get a kill. Thunder is going to be very weak as well. Supports try to keep him alive, but T-Bucks on the Bloodstone is able to get 2, make that 3 in a row, as Hef is able to get a kill as well. And yes, this character, one of the newest added here for Marvel Rivals, has been very dominant when it comes to getting last hits. Just those last ticks of damage. If you hit those headshots, you can just absolutely melt, especially the weaker characters here on Marvel Rivals. Thunder goes down again. Tito is just doing his best to stall, to wait for Augusta University to come back from respawn. They are at 98%, so one team fight win here. If they can just push them off of this point, should be able to get their first point. Tito gets yoinked, and because of it, he is gone, deleted from the map. Thunder on an interesting flank here, but while he's doing this, the rest of AU continue to fall. As they now pass the 90% threshold, Thunder is behind the entire enemy team. I don't think anybody knows he's here, as Skyjet Pink gets picked yet again by the Bloodstone. Here comes the Doctor Strange portal to get people in. They finally sniff him out. They're like, it's a little bit too quiet. And Thunder doesn't even have the ultimate here, so he's just going to have to try and do as much damage as he can here on the flank. Invisible Woman ultimate is there, though, so the overtime ticker will tick away, and Augusta University is not going to be able to get any picks. Phenomenal defensive stand there from Florida Southern, and it'll take round 1. Who's got the most damage right now? It's going to be T-Bucks on the Bloodstone. No surprise there. 4 final hits as well. So T-Bucks putting in some damage. Not to be outdone by their teammate Hef as well on the Phoenix. Augusta University needs to up the slaying a little bit there. Damage is there, but they just haven't been... Oh my gosh, Nate, back in the chat. Let's go. We love to see it. Our #1 fan. Tito has switched up the crosshair. Could this be what we were missing? Can he finally see what he's looking at? Skyjet Pink this time on the Phoenix. We don't usually see him on this. Thunder on the Magic. Try to get a flank, but gets taken out because of this. It's going to turn into a 6v5 here for the moment. Augusta University is switching through a lot of characters on the roster right now. Champagne dropping the Luna Snow ultimate, so that's a lot of healing coming in. Skyjet Pink. Oh, gets a pick with Phoenix. T-Bucks gets a double kill. Thunder is just trying to isolate as many members as he can as Spider-Man, but the rest of his squad just isn't able to stay alive. What? Did he get him with the yoink? That's one way to isolate one-on-one fights. He goes ahead and invests the ultimate as well to take down the supports in the back line, just to potentially give Augusta University a shot. I don't know if that was necessarily the best timed. 80% progress now. And, oh, sorry. I'm going to pause there. I just hit too many buttons, but we're good. Augusta University finally able to work their way onto the point. Florida Southern gave up a little bit of map presence here. They will also be switching some of their characters. Comic drops the Invisible Woman ultimate, give themselves a bit of an advantage here in this team fight. Winter Soldier ultimate invested by Hef does not connect on anyone. All of AU will stay alive here. Here comes the Phoenix ultimate from Augusta University. Skyjet Pink looking for the back line. Somebody weak. Gets good damage initially. But the healer ultimates are going to be invested by both squads here just to try and keep everybody alive. And meanwhile, the Winter Soldier Hef gets 2. Make that 3 kills. As 4, 5, and all 6 members of Augusta University will fall to Hef on the Winter Soldier. Last ditch effort. Here comes the Doctor Strange portal to try and get on point and contest. Thunder try to get there before with the Spider-Man movement, but gets immediately taken out. The contest is here for now. Tito goes to damage, but gets knocked off the point. A support character goes down for Augusta. Make that 3 dead in a row. Thunder finally gets a trade, but it's going to be too little too late. Nobody's going to be able to reach the point, and that will be game 1 handedly in Florida Southern's favor. I did get excited when I saw Nate in the chat. No, I did not get excited when I saw Giat in the chat. I have standards, okay. All right, good round. That's a good game out of Florida Southern. They will take game 1 pretty convincingly behind the phenomenal slaying and damage from T-Bucks, but Hef as well went absolutely nuclear on the Winter Soldier there on the final push for the points there. That was a quick game 1, only 8 minutes. So, not too bad there. Florida Southern will take game 1. We'll go to a quick break, chat. And when we come back, we will have game 2 starting underway. Hopefully, the Jaguars can sort of settle down. They've kind of seen the play style now. They kind of know who the damage dealers are on Florida Southern's roster. Maybe they can hopefully game plan around that. Think about what their team composition is going to look like to potentially counter what they're going to run with here in game 2. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. Augusta University I have a feeling he's going to equalize right here. Welcome back, chat. We are here in round 2. Augusta University came out a little bit flat there in game 1, but we are back here for game 2 on Central Park Convergence. We're going to ban Gambit out the gate yet again. Same ban of Moon Knight here for the side of Florida Southern, and they're going to be able to protect Luna Bloodstone again. I really think that's a dangerous character that we have not really had an answer for in both games now. Back-to-back weeks. Magneto as well, being protected. This time around, it was banned game 1, so Augusta University said we want that tank back in the lineup. Jeff the Shark banned here on Central Park. That makes sense. Garut protected. Yet again for Florida Southern. Hawkeye ban. Consistent with game 1. Phoenix protect. What will the final ban be? Loki. They did use Loki as their support in game 1. I didn't know if that was really that impactful, but Augusta University seems to think it is. Winter Soldier being banned. Interesting. Because we just saw, who was it? Hef on Florida Southern go absolutely nuclear. But now he's on the Punisher, which is arguably an even more dangerous damage dealer, depending on the map. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Augusta University on the pretty much default setup here on Central Park. There's Hef posted up in turret mode. That's the Punisher. These long-range hit scans are going to have to be the ones to hit those headshots or weaken them enough to make headway. And Mammon already gets picked off. Augusta University continuing to get pushed back. They were down as support characters. That's going to... No, excuse me. Mammon is actually on Thor this time around. Good damage here from Skyjet Pink, and he's going to go ahead and invest the ultimate here. Doesn't result in any kills just yet. That was good initial damage. Tito Berry here on the Groot. Trying to open a lane here on the left side to get closer and closer to the... Oh my... Bloodstone ultimate combines for a double kill. And Augusta University's push immediately becomes stifled here. The root walls are slowing down these members that maybe got too aggressive in the flank, but the damage is going to be there for Florida Southern, and Augusta University will be back to the drawing board. A pick onto the leading damage dealer, the Punisher, is perfect for Augusta University. Now they're able to get some space. Thunder trying to get to the high ground as well. Here comes the support ultimates on both sides. They actually invested the Cloak and Dagger and the Emma Frost ultimate. Here comes the Punisher ultimate as well. This could be a lot of damage. The Penny Mines as well, immobilizing a lot of the members of Augusta University. That's just going to make these kills even more easy. Comic is able to respawn one member of AU, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Mammon, the last member alive, to stall. Oh, excuse me. Is this a Skyjet Pink? Adam Warlock almost mass team res. So Skyjet Pink uses Adam Warlock's ability to try and keep everybody alive and immediately re-engage in this team fight. Gets a pick on it as well. Skyjet Pink becoming the everything man. But it's not going to be enough to escape the damage that was being done by the Punisher. Nice pick from Tito there. Isolated a member. Got him shoved. Root ultimate as well. They need to take out this Punisher, though. The turret form is just going to soak so much damage on top of them. They take out Magneto. They take out both tanks. Thunder's trying to 1v1 the Punisher here. He needs to take out Bloodstone. Misses on the ability. And now the rest of Florida Southern is here for the reinforcements. Here comes Tito, using the Doctor Strange world just to get everybody back in it. Hef switches onto the Punisher, uses the ultimate to perfection. Team wipe of Augusta University, and they did not even get close to capturing the first objective. Switching sides, and this game too could be over early if Augusta University is not able to pull things out defensively. They just have not had a response for the slaying power of Hef right now. 10k damage. They're in game mode with 7 final hits and 16 elims. Thunder's not too far behind with raw number wise with 9,400 damage, but doesn't even have, more than 3 final hits and only 4 total eliminations. So support's doing a phenomenal job on the side of Florida Southern College of sustaining the damage and keeping everybody alive in the fight. Augusta University's just been unable to poke through their defense.
Get ready.
If Doom was a friend to mutants, but destroyed the timeline, what would you do?
I am too world weary to engage. The battle before us is enough.
The battle starts in 5.
Thunder trying to get into a sneaky position here on the flank.
2, 1. All you need to do
If he can get at least one pick on a support character, that would be lovely. That would be lovely in Slaying the Dragon. And Thunder gets immediately melted. Immediately. Invisible Woman finishing off the kill, but the damage was done by multiple squads. Now it's going to turn to a 5v6 as they immediately walk into the point. A lot of space being taken thanks to the Groot walls. And, oh, 2 picks happen in quick succession. Make that 3, make that 4, make that 5. Thunder's just coming back from spawn. That'll be all 6 dead. Team fight win. And the progression will be taken by Florida Southern. That's game 2. Might have been even quicker than game 1. Let me see the final stats on that. Three members of Florida Southern were over 10,000 damage. They had 2 of their damagers. Both of them had 10 final hits. Domination. Whew. Yeah, that was shorter. That was only a 5-minute game too. That might be the quickest game we've seen on stream for Marvel Rivals. All right. We're going to go to another quick break. Reminder, this is a best-of-5 series, so Florida Southern is now currently on series point. Augusta University will have to force a reverse sweep if they want a chance at winning this series. It's going to be tough. Florida Southern has come out hot. They've come out firing. The damage has been absolutely on point. The support characters have been doing a phenomenal job from them as well on keeping the entire roster alive. Augusta University scrambling for answers right now. We're going to go to a quick break, and hopefully when we come back, it's the start of that comeback. chat. We are back here for game 3. Let's see if Augusta University can dig deep, find the composure. Thank you. Finally, this time around, first ban on the board is none other than also Bloodstone, who has been a major problem for this Augusta University roster in the last 2 weeks. They protect Magneto, and they ban Loki again. Meanwhile, in Florida Southern, they're going to ban Jeff the Shark, protect Gambit this time around. Remember, that was the first ban out the gate for the Jaguars, both game 1 and game 2. Now Florida Southern says, oh, you're banning Elsa Bloodstone? Don't mind us. We're going to go ahead and take one of our mains, Gambit. That could be very dangerous for them as well. Hela being banned by Florida Southern. Groot once again being protected. And Spider-Man will be the final ban.
Top-notch team to win this one.
Phoenix will be the final protect.
Before you attack, get ready.
Something on your mind, Groot?
I'm just tired of all the endless fighting, Jean. All I want is a little peace.
Well, it doesn't take telepathy for me to understand that.
If only everyone else was so willing to listen.
The battle starts.
Amik will actually be running the Gambit here for Augusta University, so it'll be Gambit v. Gambit. Let's see who comes out on top. Skyjet Pink back on the group, something we're very used to seeing. We have Thunder on the Black Widow. Wow. Nice shot. He's going to be taken very weak here by Hef. And there goes all 3 members of Augusta University's front line down. So now they will have to wait all the way back in spawn. Meanwhile, Kufi here on the Iron Man. Just trying to get some damage done. Pave the way. That's good splash damage. If he can get Hef here, that would be huge. But he falls behind a Groot wall. He's able to get to his support as well. They know somebody's up here. It's the other Iron Man. Oh, the movement. He tried to get away from him, but he got taken out. T-Bucks is able to get a double kill there for Augusta University. Or on Augusta University, I should say. And about a minute and a half has passed. The Jaguars have yet to leave their spawn. Well, Moon Knight ultimate goes absolutely nuclear. Hef and T-Bucks combined for 5 out of the 6 kills. I'm Vader will get the last one on Tito. But that ultimate combo was brutal. The Moon Knight ultimate was just, as they were all funneled here in this back corner, Augusta University had nowhere to go. So all of that splash damage right on top of their forehead. Hef gets another pick. Moon Knight v. Moon Knight this time around. T-Bucks gets the kill. Emma Frost ultimate. Just for good measure. I don't think they even needed that to push them all the way back into spawn. Now only a minute and a half remains. Augusta University has only pushed this payload barely, not even 40 meters. Here comes the Groot ultimate. That could be what they need just to give themselves some room. They combo it with the Moon Knight ultimate. Gets a double kill out of it. Champagne Paul using the
Only 60 seconds left.
Luna Snow to keep everybody alive. Comet gets a pick as well. So finally, somewhat of a team fight win here for AU. Allows them to get progress. But with 50 seconds left, they'll need to get it all the way to the first checkpoint to extend this time. Nice pick from Thunder on the Moon Knight. Monks are able to deal a lot of damage here. They're calling out that G-Bubble is weak from the tank, but he has to be careful here. Another massive Moon Knight ultimate. Oh, he got another 4 kills with that. And he gets the 5th onto Skyjet Pink. What are his stats right now? Hef with 11 final hits and 13k damage on the Moon Knight. T-Bucks uses the Iron Man ultimate to spawn camp him, and Augusta University will only push it barely over 100 meters. We're going to need a legacy defense to come out here.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Augusta University has been on the back foot pretty much since the second half of round 1 of the first map. Jaguars searching for an answer just to get a little bit more consistent on the damage front. Currently the team fights and the chemistry, the ultimate synergy from Florida Southern has been immaculate. Almost no weaknesses, I dare say. They're currently looking like our League of Legends team looked earlier this weekend. Tito gets picked out there. He's going to have to be careful. The stun, good support healing, keeps him alive. He's able to tank a lot of that. Ooh, what a pick onto have the leading damage dealer. That's beautiful work, but T-Bucks was able to get a kill onto one of Augusta University's support characters, Rocket Raccoon specifically, which is very useful in bringing people back. Adam Warlock, though, gets the res. They're going to have to contest this. They are already approaching 100 meters. Only about 12 more meters to go. They have to make their final stand here. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Thunder resing everybody here on Augusta University just so we can stay on the point. Skyjet Pink with a Doctor Strange ultimate that's going to stun many members of Florida Southern, but it's not going to be enough as G-Bubble and T-Buck still do enough damage to get the kills.
1, 2, 0.
And there you have it, chat. Probably the quickest 3-0 sweep, unfortunately, that we've seen here on Marvel Rivals broadcast. Shout out to Hef, though. Here for Florida Southern. He went absolutely crazy. Look at the final scoreboard here for all the stats collectors. Yeah, 5.5 minute game 3. 17k damage with 14 final hits from 2 members of Florida Southern, Hef, and T-Bucks. Well, GG's to Florida Southern College. They are looking like the top dog currently in the division. I believe they are currently the only remaining undefeated team in our division here in the NECC. And I can surely see why. They seem to be the strongest that we've seen on stream, at least all season long. Shouts out to them. Augusta University has a lot of material to look at when we go back to the drawing board, looking at the VOD review to see what we can improve on. But that is all I have for you tonight, this evening. Tune in again later this week. We'll have Apex Legends back again on your screens, and Valorant should be having their PvC match, and League of Legends as well, of course. We'll be having some of their final, I think it's the last 2 weeks of PvC season before we get to the playoffs on LAN, where unfortunately you will not be able to see me commentate those lovely matches, as I will be attending the tournament in person with our teams. It's always fun to go to LAN events. So even though the regular season is winding down, in my opinion, the best part of the esports season is right around the corner. Thank you so much for tuning in, showing your support. We really appreciate it here on the channel. I hope you guys have a good evening. See you guys next time.